So, I saw Suicide Squad last night. And this is going to be my final rant video about it. I think this might be number 4 because I had one after a bunch of the trailers. So, where do I even begin? It was bad. It was really bad. It had a couple things that were positive, but overall it was really bad. It was by far the worst portrayal of the Joker I have ever seen, read in comics, seen cosplayed. Like, the character design was terrible. Jared Leto did a terrible job. His laugh was not the Joker's laugh, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't creepy. When he was laughing, it kind of sounds like how I laugh when I'm out of breath and trying to, like, breathe and laugh at the same time. That's what his laugh sounded like. It was just, his tattoos were terrible. I don't know why they gave him tattoos. I still don't know why he has grills. I do not know. They would have been a lot better off with his character design if they would have stapled a face over his face, like they do in the comics. Nowhere in the movie does it show him getting tattoos like all the hype was, because I know there was a lot of hype leading into it that Harley Quinn was a tattoo artist who tattooed the Joker. Spoiler alert, it's not in there. I didn't expect it to be in there. But on the set, Margot Robbie actually tattooed Cara Del, the Enchantress, whatever her last name is, in a very unsanitary manner, may I add. Literally, I had so much anxiety going into this movie because I thought it was going to be really bad. And the critics said it was bad, and I'm like, oh, well, I knew it was going to be bad anyways. Like, just from the previews and everything else, like, I thought it would be bad. But it was far worse than I expected. I mean, it's worth a see, don't get me wrong. If you're a comic fan, it's definitely worth a see. But I almost got up and left within the first 5 minutes of the movie because they had Harley wearing that gold and black, like, dress pretty much, like, as a stripper. And she was, like, grinding on all these guys. And I'm like, no. You do not violate Harley like that. But the one positive I can actually say about this movie is the development of Harley Quinn's character throughout it. Yes, it was very bad, but they referenced Alex Gross's Harley and Joker. I don't have any pictures of it around me right now. Joker's in a tux standing like this and holding Harley Quinn, and she's like that. They reference that in the movie, which is super awesome, and they're in the original outfits. And they should have just stuck with the original outfits for the movie, even though it's Suicide Squad. And then they reference the costume again when Harley's, like, digging through her thing to actually find her costume, and then the old school costume is in there. Which I like the hints at it. Like how she wore it once. They also reference her background and how she was a psychiatrist, but they got that a little bit wrong because she was not a she was a psychiatrist, but when she went to Arkham, she was an intern and asked to be put on the Joker to see if she could maybe not really turn him good, but just talk to him. But she was never, like, a full doctor, if that makes sense. She was an apprentice, according to her origins. I mean, as we know, comics, they have multiple origins, but this is just her original origins. But Margot Robbie did the best she could with terrible direction, which is what I have been saying for months because I love Margot Robbie. I don't even mind Harley Quinn's costume design. After seeing the movie and the costume design, like, she's not really over-sexualized as much as I thought she was going to be. Sure, her shorts are half up her butt, but if you look at the new 52 costume, it's a corset with, like, string in the middle tying it together, ends here, and then her shorts are super short on the bottom. Like, that is the Suicide Squad costume. So I think that they didn't over-sexualize her too much with that, which is the exact opposite of what everyone else is saying. But I didn't mind that. Will Smith stole the show. Will Smith played Deadshot. He was on point. No complaints there. They did, I mean, it was, okay, so if you take the Joker out of the movie, and you do not call it Suicide Squad, and you do not title Harley Quinn as Harley Quinn, it would have been a decent movie. Nothing exceptional, nothing like, oh man, I'm going to go see that in theaters 4 times. It would be an alright movie. But because they put the Joker in there, in a terrible design, with terrible acting, and they deemed it Suicide Squad, it was a totally wrong fit. They should not have called it that. They should not have included the Joker, especially Jared Leto. And a lot of people can say, oh, well, Heath Ledger was the last Joker and he was awesome, so Jared Leto stepping into that role, it's big shoes to fill. And my pushback for that would be not Jared Leto. I hate that guy. Whoa, I just totally had a mind blank. What was I even talking about? Heath Ledger stepped into the shoes of, here we go, another mind blank. The first Joker. I'm going to punch myself in the face because I know exactly who he is. But needless to say, Heath Ledger had to stand up into very big shoes, and he killed it. He killed it. There was no reason Jared Leto could not have killed it. I mean, it's Jared Leto, let's be honest. Why don't you stick to 30 Seconds of Mars? I mean, he's not that bad in movies. They just should not have cast him as the Joker. Like, I get, the entire movie, I'm like, this is so bad. Like, I want to punch myself in the face right now because this movie is so bad. But worth a see. I'm not telling you not to see it. This is literally just my opinion of what the movie was. But there was so much hype and so much build up and so much letdown that today the movie officially comes out. Yesterday my theater was showing it, so I went and saw it yesterday, but today's the official day that it comes out. Yesterday I did a mashup cosplay for work of Harleywood. The comic cover, if you guys have never seen it, is in her new 52 one, and she pretty much has an LA baseball cap with her red and black new 52 outfit on, with a bat just standing in front of, like, the Hollywood sign, and it's actually Harleywood. It's a play on words. So, like, I wore, like, a Suicide Squad baseball cap and, like, a Suicide Squad raglan, but wore the rest of the Suicide Squad costumes. So it was, like, a mashup of the movie and the Harleywood comic, and today I went with my classic. Really, nothing beats the red and black Harley. Like, I love the new 52 comics. The movie, though, one other thing with Harley Quinn's character progression, they did have the vat of chemicals, which was awesome because that's her new 52 origins of how she turned not crazy. She's not crazy. She doesn't hear voices, and that was, to this day, pisses me off about this movie. Harley Quinn was never crazy. Like, she may be psychotic, but she does not hear voices. She has never heard voices. She's a genius. She's a very smart woman. She's a strong, independent woman. And, okay, before I get to the next part, I'm just going to continue on this one train of thought. Okay, so, her character progression through the movie. In the beginning, you could tell that, like, her voice, she's naturally, I think, British or Australian. Her voice kept going from the Harley Quinn Brooklyn accent to just an American accent, which, I mean, it went back and forth. And if you see the movie or have already seen the movie, you might point that out as well. It was not consistent. Also, the first scene when she's in the cage in Arkham, she's, like, upside down and her hair is just all blonde. There's no color until she, like, comes up. And then that next scene when she, like, comes up on the swing thing, it's pink and blue, but while she's laying back, it's not, and that was the immediate first thing I realized. But her character development throughout the movie, they showed Harley in her heartbreak state when, like, she realized, oh, hey, Joker really hates me after, like, years of comics. It took him, like, 10 years to get to this point. But, when she has that realization when, well, it's not, she thought the Joker had died, so she was sad. But it was that same realization that she faced in the comics when she's like, oh, hey, what's going on here? Like, and her one-liner jokes in this movie they're great. At the end of the movie, and these are all spoiler alerts, and it will be in the title, so I don't want to give it away for anyone. At the end of the movie, they're in a bar, and Harley Quinn is digging into Diablo, and I'm like, right there. I'm like, that saved Harley Quinn right there, because that is something she would do in the comics. Like, just dig into someone like that. Margot Robbie did great with the fight scenes. Like, I fully appreciated those. That was great. This video is getting super long. Sorry, guys. Okay, so one last thing. Oh, this whole craze now with Harley and Joker, and everyone's like, huh, I want to be your Joker, and I want to be your Harley. No, you don't. You do not. If you've read any of the comic books, you would understand that. Because Joker hates Harley Quinn, Joker uses Harley Quinn, and I hate how this movie portrays that Joker is in love with Harley and is trying to get her back. He is not. He tries to kill her, but Poison Ivy saves her, which I've said a million times in my videos. And in the movie, at one point, Joker is pulling Harley up to his jet, and she falls backward onto a roof, and then the helicopter explodes on the ground, and she assumes Joker is dead. But Joker should have, in the movie, Joker should have jumped out, and Harley should have been in the helicopter that crashed. And then Suicide Squad could have came and, like, helped her and saved her, but that's what it should have happened, and they did the opposite, which, I mean, they could have made this movie so much more accurate to the comics if they had just done that one little detail thing. And yes, I understand they want to make it look like he's dead and then be like, surprise, he's not. Joker never dies. He never dies. That's already implied. But it looks like, I don't even know what it looks like. Joker, he's like trying to get Harley back in this movie, which I hate because he hates Harley Quinn. And in Suicide Squad, Joker comes back to get his face from Harley and tries to kill her, and she tries to kill the Joker in return. So everyone who's saying like these relationship goals are Harley and Joker, they are not. It is an abusive relationship. Joker uses her, Joker makes her hate herself all the time. All he says is negative things about her. He punches her, he yells at her to shut up. So it's physical and mental abuse, and that is not relationship goals. Just saying, if you want to like see examples, go read the comics, okay? The director should have read the comics before they made this movie. I am so sweaty right now because I am so angry. I'm gonna go. Leave your opinions of the movie down below if you've seen it. Try and fight me because I will destroy you. Alright, have a nice day, guys. Bye.